Welcome to the Surfside PPC podcast. Go to surfsideppc.com to join Surfside PPC Premium and ask your questions. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode number 14 of the Surfside PPC podcast. So this one is going to be more about AI competitive analysis and really doing a Google Ads competitive analysis, which done for years before AI was ever a thing. So there's a lot of different ways to do a competitive analysis with Google Ads. You really do need a paid tool. So SpyFu, Semrush. I've been using SpyFu. They just, as of January 2026, put all of the competitive data back into SpyFu. So for years, it really didn't exist in SpyFu or Semrush. I think Google blocked it, I assume, because all the different tools that I was using had absolutely no paid data, to the point where clients I was working with that were managing, spending $20,000 a month, I could not find any information about a single thing, a keyword that we were targeting or anything like that. Accounts that I was actually managing. So I just knew I couldn't trust that data. SpyFu does have more of that data back. And one of the most interesting things I've seen from it is just the amount that local service companies are spending. And I think people don't realize how much some companies spend in Google Ads. And that's where competitive tools could actually be very useful to figure out, okay, this is what my competitor is spending in Google Ads. So you can also do the same thing. There's the Facebook ad library. So through the facebook.com/ads/library, you can also look up additional ads as well. So we'll go over that a little bit in this too, but really more Google Ads focused. And I'm going to put my question in now, our really only question for this show, and then we will answer our question.
How do I do an AI competitive analysis for Google Ads? Is there a way to see my competitors' ads, landing pages, and URLs?
Okay, so essentially, how do we do a competitive analysis for Google Ads? How do we figure out what our competitors are doing? The very first thing I would recommend doing, doesn't require a paid tool, is you go to Ads Transparency, it's one word, adstransparency.google.com. If you do a Google search for Google Ads Transparency Center, you will see it, and when you pop it up, it'll basically allow you to search for different advertisers' ads. So I did a quick search of just best AI marketing tools, and the top ad that came up was Jasper.ai, AI built for better marketing. So essentially what I can do is I could say, okay, I want to figure out more about what Jasper is doing on Google Ads. I go into the Ads Transparency Center, and you could just search the website, Jasper.ai, or you search the business name. In their case, it's Jasper.ai. They'll bring up their legal business name, and it's showing they have 62 ads. They're based in the United States, 62 ads running in the United States. This is anytime, all platforms, all formats. For the most part, what I'm seeing are search ads. So running a majority of search ads. They do have a little bit of some video ads running as well, but definitely seeing more on the search side. Now, they may also be running Performance Max. It's really hard to tell from this exactly the campaigns that they're running, but I could see a lot of the different ads that they're running. And ultimately what it is they have an AI built for marketing. And now you replace marketing with copywriting, blog posts, content, search engine optimization, rewriting. All of these different types of keywords are what they're targeting. And then they're using that, driving people to the website. You can see pretty much what they're trying to do. We help you write AI copywriting, AI social media content, AI blog content, AI, whatever it might be that people are searching for. And then basically what Jasper is doing is getting people into the homepage. They have a demo or a free trial. So basically either way, it's like, we want to show you how our product works, and here's all the information you need to know to get started. So good overall setup, honestly. If you look at their pricing starts at $60 per month. So it's not a cheap platform by any stretch, but I think it's one of those like, we're the AI built for better marketing results. If you spend $60 to $100 a month, we're going to give you way more value than that. And that's ultimately what they're trying to pitch. So through Google Ads, I can see the Ads Transparency Center. I can see all of their advertisements right now. And then if you want to take it a step further, this is where a tool like SpyFu could be really useful. So SpyFu, I think their cheapest plan is $30 to $40 per month. I have a grandfather plan that I'm glad I didn't get rid of. That's at $20 a month. So sometimes if you actually cancel your plan, they will send you a better discount for a new plan. But right now, basically, I'm going to sign into my SpyFu account. I know this is a podcast, so you can't see it. But if I do a search for Jasper.ai in SpyFu, I'm able to see their organic keywords, their paid keywords. And what this is telling me right now is that their total number of paid keywords is 7,311, which seems like a lot. Estimated monthly pay per clicks is 1,926. So I don't think they have that many paid keywords. They're probably just showing up for a lot of different searches, I would assume. Probably a lot of different AI searches. And if they're using broad match keywords, probably showing up for a ton because there's a ton of volume around AI right now. Estimated monthly Google Ads budget is $42,000. So pretty good budget overall and kind of, I guess, around what I would expect. For paid keywords, I could see what kind of their main paid keywords are. Number one is Jasper. And then they have a lot of some competitors in here. I see keywords everywhere: content marketing, essay generator, rewriter tool, keyword finder, blog websites, keyword generator, keywordtool.io. So you kind of have a mix of different types of just standard keywords, like rewriter tool. And then you kind of have competitors: keywords everywhere, KW finder. These are all competitors. They're showing actually what percentage of paid clicks go to different keywords. Their number one thing it's showing paid click percentage is beautiful.ai. Product description writer, AI Adobe, article writers. Now this one is where I would be like, this is a lot of clicks for this, but blog websites, not really something I think they should target. I don't know how. One thing I'm not 100% sure is within these searches how accurate everything is. But if I look here, they're pretty much using a combination of competitive keywords. My guess is they're targeting broad match keywords and then just taking in everything that comes in. And it's probably one of those where whoever comes in and signs up, that's who we're going to continuously optimize for. So that would be what I would guess. If I look at top competitors, this is actually a really cool thing: Blaze.ai, WriteSonic.com, Semrush, and TryProfound.com, along with about 20 others as we keep going down the list. So the way that they look at competitors is what is the total overlap. With Blaze.ai, it's almost a direct overlap in terms of the monthly paid keywords they're targeting, how many monthly paid clicks they're getting, monthly ad budget, and common keywords. So monthly paid keywords for Jasper is almost 7,000, which is a huge number. For a few other websites here, I mean, Semrush is almost 100,000. So some of these have really huge numbers. Some of them are much smaller, like 100, 200 region. To me, 6,000, 7,000 seems like a huge number of keywords to target. But if your estimated monthly PPC budget is 42,000, then it makes a little bit more sense that way. But in here, I can come up with all their keywords, some little Google Ads history. They give me some Google Ads buy recommendations. They have a Google Ads advisor in here, so you could actually have recommendations. So they have search engine optimization to target, which I don't think is a great keyword to target by itself. But ultimately, we can see a lot of information here for SpyFu and what keywords they're targeting. The other thing that it sometimes can be hard to find out is exactly where the traffic is going. So one of their things that they have are these solutions pages. So one of theirs is SEO, AEO, and GEO. So Jasper helps you optimize for all three. Search is evolving fast. Get a demo. This is one of their landing pages I can see because I am in SpyFu, and it's a nice looking page. It's a little different than the other, but I can get an idea of what their actual landing page is. So from doing a few quick searches for Jasper, the Ad Transparency Center and SpyFu, I've been able to figure out around what their budget is. I have their complete keyword list. I have a list of their landing pages. I could see their actual ads and ad copy. So pretty much that gives me most of everything that they're doing within their account and gives me some ideas if I need to go to, my own company or a competitor and figure out what to target. So there's a lot you can do now with the Ad Transparency Center and also with SpyFu that I think using both can be really useful in doing a competitive analysis for your clients. Next, the other thing you might be able to see sometimes is if you're looking through like the Facebook ad library, for example, and you're looking through Google Ads, you may find that one of your competitors is on one channel versus the other, or maybe they're on both. But essentially what we could do is if we go in here to the Facebook ads library and I do a search for any type of business, I found one just from an example ad. So it's allplay.com. So it looks like they do a lot of things for like gaming, like people that do gaming tables and things like that. They have gaming shelves, perfect things for your miniatures, your books, your collections, yada, yada, yada. So within meta ads, I could actually see they have 25 different ads running. So this is allplay.com. They have a bunch of really cool videos, actually, a bunch of images, bunch of, solutions, basically what they're selling. A lot of things it looks like they appeal to people that play like card games. They have a bunch of different like card games, board games. So people that do that a lot, or maybe use, have big get-togethers with people to do like big board games. So essentially I could see all of their ads running through the Facebook ads library. A quick Google search on the Google Ad Transparency Center is showing that their advertising is very, very limited on Google. There's a few links, a few ads showing, but there's really not much. It looks more like just a couple branded type ads. So it looks more limited on the Google ad side. If I do a quick search in SpyFu for allplay.com, we might be able to figure out, okay, are they actually spending money on Google Ads? Can we just not see this data? What this is kind of saying here is if I go to their PPC overview, it's saying very limited paid keywords, 14, 48 estimated monthly pay-per-click clicks, and an average monthly budget of $30. So my guess is they're not really spending that much money. Why I like SpyFu so much is I can put in this who's barely even spending $1, and I can find boxkinggaming.com. Now, Box King Gaming, I can go into their PPC overview and I can find out all the information I need to now about boxkinggaming.com. So I could find all of their keywords, their top keywords that they're targeting. So I see gaming table, gaming top table, board game table, Dungeons and Dragons table, game tables, board game tables, 6x4 gaming tables. So their keywords look good. And ultimately what I can do with this is not only figure out, okay, what is this business actually doing on Google Ads? What are they doing with meta ads? I could actually figure out how much some of these different companies are spending, where their landing pages are, what their ads look like. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. Basically, if you're asking me what 3 tools should I use, or 4, I guess, it's the Google Ad Transparency Center, the Facebook Ad Library, SpyFu, or you could use Semrush. There's other tools like this, but SpyFu.com. The pay-per-click does have a lot of really good data. Same with the SEO. And the only other one's going to be a tool like Claude or your favorite AI tool to basically analyze all of this information. And I could easily put together a quick report for somebody in like 5 to 10 minutes just of, hey, here's everything I was able to pull from what your competitors are doing through Google. And it could be a good way to kind of either get new clients or with your existing clients show, hey, here's what everyone else is doing. Here's what we should probably start doing and go from there. So if you have any questions about any of this, you could always shoot me an email, but thank you for listening to episode 14 of the Surfside PPC podcast. I'm going to do a premium video version of this, like basically how I do this. So that will come out as well on the premium side. So if you are a premium member, you'll get access to the actual video of me doing this stuff. But otherwise, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a podcast subscriber and downloading my episodes. Really do appreciate all the support, and I will see you at episode 15.
Thanks for listening to the Surfside PPC podcast. Please visit surfsideppc.com for management or consulting options. Or to get my course, join Surfside PPC Premium through my YouTube channel, my school page, or my Patreon. Please subscribe.